Hello, this is Priscilla Rice, and I'm coming to you from Live Oak Recording Studio. This week, we're going to have a rebroadcast of one of our earlier classic podcasts. We hope you enjoy it, and thanks so much for listening. Episode number 680, A Beacon of Hope in a Sea of Fear.
You're listening to the official BNI podcast with BNI founder and Chief Visionary Officer, Dr. Ivan Misner. Stay tuned for networking and referral marketing tips from the man who's been called the father of modern networking, along with suggestions and insights into getting the most from your membership in the world's largest networking organization, BNI.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the official BNI podcast. I'm Priscilla Rice, and I'm coming to you from Live Oak Recording Studio in Berkeley, California, and I'm joined on the phone today by the founder and the Chief Visionary Officer of BNI, Dr. Ivan Misner. Hello, Ivan. How are you, and where are you?
Oh, I have been traveling. It's been online, but I have been traveling over the last week or so. I've been to Singapore, the United Kingdom's conference, UK, Ireland, Australia, the United Arab Emirates, Italy. I have really been talking to BNI members all over the world in the last week or so.
That sounds like fun, actually.
It has been great. And I think today's message is one of the more important ones that I've ever done on the BNI podcast. These are really difficult times, and some people want to give up. Don't. It's actually time to double down on your efforts, not abandon your network. BNI is here to help you get through these challenging times. In fact, I believe we are in a position to actually help even more people this year than we've ever helped before. Others may struggle during this time, but you'll be in a position to continue to do referral business every week because of BNI. If there's something you need, you'll have access to your referral partners to help you with that need. Today, we have the most comprehensive set of collateral material and technology that I ever thought possible. At our fingertips, we have every resource that we need to serve more members. In 1985, I opened 20 BNI groups in just 1 year. Now, that's a good number, but it's been matched by some executive directors. But here's the really interesting point about that statistic. I did it with only one sheet of paper. That's it. All I had was one sheet. We had no collateral marketing materials, no visitor information sheets, no brochures, no invitation cards. And forget about the internet, a website, email, or social media. None of that even existed yet. I was able to open 20 chapters, and all I had was that one sheet of paper. It was a typewritten sheet with the meeting agenda typed up by me on an IBM Selectric typewriter. Remember those, Priscilla?
Mm-hmm. I think I had one.
Now, back then I typed Columbus style, seek out and discover. So I'd invite people and they'd say, do you have any material? And I'd say, no, you need to come experience a meeting. And they'd say, well, surely you have some brochures. And I'd say, no, you have to experience a meeting. They'd say, you have nothing? I'd say, well, I've got the agenda. And they'd look at the agenda and they'd say, well, this doesn't tell me much. And I'd say, I know. That's why you have to experience a meeting. Come to the meeting. Here's why I'm telling you this story. I had one other thing in addition to the one sheet of paper. I was passionate about spreading the word and helping more and more people succeed in their business. Nothing great in life has ever been accomplished without a little bit of passion. I love the technology, the processes, and the systems we have today. And the one thing we need in order for members to succeed and chapters to grow is passion. I want you, if you're listening to this podcast, I want you to inspire people. I want you to inspire people to inspire other people. That's really what BNI's mission is all about. Take away all the stuff and you can still grow. Trust me, I know. I had nothing but one sheet of paper and a ton of passion about what BNI could do for people. Today, more than ever. Today, more than in 1985, people need BNI. Communities need BNI. Countries need BNI. Take a moment and think about one of the reasons you were first well and truly inspired by BNI. Grab a hold of that, use that, and any other memories you have about what first made you passionate about this organization, and share it with others. Share it widely. Inspire people. They need it right now, and you can give it to them. Make your visitors feel incredibly welcome. Give them a great experience when they attend your meeting. Stay actively connected to your members. Make sure they continue to have a great experience. I am passionate about helping people change their circumstances. Passion. It's the one thing no one can give you but you. With that passion, you can make a difference, and more importantly, you can change lives. I believe we can change lives. Let's make a difference in more people's lives. Let's help people who are scared and desperate to get through these turbulent times. Forget about all the noise all around you. There have always been distractions. There will always be distractions, some bigger than others. Focus on your passion. Focus on helping more people in your community. They need you today more than ever. They need BNI today more than ever. BNI members have survived the most challenging economic times since the Great Depression. I'm really proud of how members and directors have helped one another with unexpected business disruptions and personal life issues. I'm not surprised, but I'm incredibly proud. I've seen members come together and support one another after Hurricane Katrina, the tsunami in Japan, the wildfires in Australia and California, and many, many other occasions. One in particular is very poignant for me. It was California's Northridge earthquake in the 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
I attended a BNI group in the San Fernando Valley just a couple of days after the earthquake. And when I got to the meeting, we all discovered that the restaurant was condemned the night before because of so much damage from the quake. I watched as the president circled everyone up in the parking lot and held a meeting standing up right there. He started the meeting by asking everyone how they were. How are they doing? Are they okay? Later, he ended the meeting by having everyone go around one person at a time and share with the membership anything that they needed. I watched member after member support one another by sharing food, water, power generators, you name it. It was incredible. That was the embodiment of our Giver's Gain philosophy. The restart process in California began then and there. BNI wants to help businesses restart the world. That's the messaging. There have been many amazing stories of how members have survived and thrived during this period. We've helped our members generate billions of US dollars worth of business. In the midst of these crazy times, we have generated billions of dollars in business for our members. BNI is about helping and supporting one another in good times and in bad. Reach out to entrepreneurs and show them how a group can help them. Reach out to business professionals and show them how BNI can support them. Be a beacon of hope in a sea of fear. We can help people change their circumstances. Let's restart the world, and let's do it through the support that BNI communities can give people. Invite people to be part of changing their circumstances, changing their communities, and changing the world. Help them to help you and to help each other. Giver's Gain is more than a phrase. It's a way of living one's life. It's a perspective to view and interact with the world. It's an attitude, not an expectation. And when it's applied properly, it'll change your life. And when it changes enough lives, It'll change the world. Don't give up on BNI. BNI won't give up on you. I won't give up on you. Today, more than ever, people need their network. Today, more than ever, they need BNI. That's my message for this week, Priscilla.
That's a great message, Ivan. I love it. It made me think about when I first heard about BNI, it was from one of my very close friends. And I was so excited about going to my first meeting. I'm not kidding about this. I couldn't sleep all night.
Mm.
And it was because I was so isolated in my business, running it by myself. I didn't have any community or anybody helping me. And I couldn't wait to go to the meeting. So it made me think of that.
Well, I'm glad, and I hope it makes a lot of members think about the excitement that they had in the beginning, because it's so important to hold on to that passion. I've seen a couple of people who, particularly in the early phases of this the pandemic and the resulting recession, who said, well, I can't stay. They've got to leave. And unfortunately, then they went out of business. This is the worst time to leave your network. This is the time you want to embrace your network, hold your network close, and use your network to help you get through these challenging times, today more than ever.
It's wonderful to have a BNI community like that, just for the support in every way, not just financial, but emotional. It really is.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And I hope many of you listening to this podcast feel the same way. Chime in. I'd love for you to share how BNI has helped you during 2020. Put it here on the BNI podcast. I promise you, I read every single message that gets put up. I read. So I'd love to hear your story. Thank you, Priscilla.
You're welcome. Thank you, Dr. Meisner. The sponsor for this podcast is Ivan's Inner Circle. Go check out the great content available at www.ivansinnercircle.com. Ivan has assembled a variety of interesting topics for you to learn about and participate in. Thank you so much for listening. This is Priscilla Rice, and we look forward to having you join us again next week for another exciting episode of the official BNI podcast.